Good morning, dear Divine Feminine Yoga Tribe. I'm here with a quick video for you on the full moon. Happy full moon. And this video is about meditation. I want to share with you this new beautiful place where I've been living for about 3 months. My husband and I moved here 3 months ago, and I want to talk to you briefly about meditation because our times are getting a little crazy. And meditation is one of the best tools to stay sane in the middle of crazy times. I work with women yoga teachers and women entrepreneurs who want to make a bigger difference in the world. And I work with women who are facing challenges in their families, crises, and challenges in their bodies and in their personal lives, but really want to stay connected to what their purposes in this lifetime and what births they have to gift our planet at this really critical moment in history. So many women that I've talked to are facing incredible challenges, transition, and one of the big transitions that I think we've all been facing recently is what's happening with the weather. We are going through a big transition. There's kind of some underground rumblings about it's going to be much hotter than normal this year in the West Coast and cooler than normal this year on the East Coast. And I think we all know that a lot of this is just the beginning of climate disruption and climate change. And that's just one of the many, many, many changes that are happening right now. And so when we have a reliable place to go inside of ourselves for solace, then whatever is happening in our day, whatever is happening in our family, whatever is happening in our business, whatever is happening in our world becomes something we can send our love to, and we can receive the blessings of that with love, and we can watch the pain and the transitions with more equanimity. So that's what this video is about, okay? So I want to give you 3 tips on meditation, 3 practices or 3 awarenesses that are very alive for me right now. And then I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see this beautiful mountain that I'm seeing. Now, I've got it set up so that you can see the mountain in the reflection. That's my living room right there. And you see there's a mountain. Now, the ancient scriptures from yoga say that the mountain will teach us to meditate. The mountain will teach us to meditate. And I'm very grateful to be living in a place where I am so inspired on a many times a day basis to go back to that place of strength and clarity and knowing my purpose. So I wanted to set this up so that you could see the mountain while I'm talking about this. I'm going to be quick on these 3 tips. Number 1, when you're setting up your meditation, orient yourself in relation to the earth. Now, what do I mean by that? Orienting ourselves to the 4 directions is a very ancient sacred practice. Know where you are on the planet. That's part of being grounded and rooted. So right now, this camera is facing due east, and the sun is rising just a little bit north of the mountain. The mountain is actually due east of us. And I recommend that when you sit to meditate, you face due east. In Bali, every single temple and every single house is aligned to the directions. And it makes for a very peaceful feeling. When Maharishi, who taught Transcendental Meditation, came to the United States, one of the first things he did with all of his buildings was try and reorient them to the directions, so that the doorway, if possible, was facing north or east, but at least the directions were square. And my husband loves this place, especially because the porch faces east, and we can sit and meditate facing east. So try that. It's wonderful. In the morning, you'll feel yourself greeting the energies of the sun, but more than that, over time, you become oriented to your place on the planet. So number 1, try orient yourself to the directions. Number 2, think about the mountain and the energies of the mountain. So the mountain is solid. When you sit, you want to find a comfortable solid position to sit. Really feel your roots like a mountain, rooted deep in the tectonic plates of this planet, right? So where your buttocks are, feel down into the rock. You are connected with the bones of the earth. And let yourself feel that. Now, it's not that we have to become dead, because the body has a lot of life. You're going to notice your blood pulsing. Just like in the mountain, there's animals and plants and streams. So even in the solidity, there is life, there is freshness, there is movement. And then finally, the third thing to remember in your meditation is to let what is most true emerge. One of the ways that I like to do that is to focus on the heart and to just allow the possibility that there is divine light in my heart. Now, yes, there's going to be a stream of thoughts, and I'm going to think about what's about to happen that day, or a client this, or a lover this, that, a challenge, an excitement. But I will bring my awareness back to the possibility that there is divine light in my heart. And if I keep doing that, the mind settles and the heart becomes very alive. And there's this whole play. I can just relax my mind in the play of light and love in this body. And that spreads out and touches other things. So the mountain, if you look at it or meditate with a mountain, it will remind you of your ultimate purpose in life, of what is really true. And all of the comings and goings of your day, the challenges, the crises, the upsets, the problems that you haven't solved yet, all of that falls into its right context and becomes more bearable, more manageable, more like an animal playing on a mountain rather than the mountain itself, because it's really not the mountain. What's true is that we are here together as a community. You, your loved ones, your neighbors, your co-workers, your team, your students, your clients, us as the Divine Feminine Yoga Tribe, right? We are caring about this planet, and we are responding to crises, to challenges with great love. And that's what matters the most. It's like the purpose of the mountain. Well, those are just 3 tips of meditation. And I'm going to turn this camera around, show you the mountain, and then I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to sit to meditate while the sun rises. It's rising in the middle of that tree. Maybe I'll even show you the tree that the sun is rising through. And then I encourage you to go to our Facebook page and let me know what your meditation practice is like, and what's it like when you visualize yourself meditating with a mountain. Okay, so that's it's facebook.com/Divine Feminine Yoga. Connect with us there. Okay, now I'm going to show you. So this is the view of the mountain through the window into our living room. And then another house. The ridge where my husband and I go hiking, or one of them. And we're coming to the front view of the mountain. Yeah, that's Mount Diablo. I'm just going to put this down for a minute. Take a breath with the mountain. And then this is our tree that actually the sun is rising right through that tree. Can't see it right now. It's behind a nice little trunk, I believe. Yeah, or a little haze over there. And back to the mountain. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to turn this back around so you can see my face for a minute. I'm going to say goodbye. And then I'll turn you to look at the mountain. Give you a minute of meditation with the mountain. Namaste, everyone. So just to review, you've got orient yourself to the directions, try facing east, ground yourself, root yourself down into that rock, but let life be present in your body, just like there's life in the mountain. And find a practice that lets you remember what is most important in your life, just like the mountain reminds us of what is most important. And a practice that I love is to come into the heart and go with that possibility that there is divine light in my heart. Just to keep coming back to the possibility of divine light in your heart. Now the video just got cut off a minute ago, I'm not sure why. So I'm just going to end this and I'm going to turn it around and let you see the mountain and take a minute to enjoy the mountain and be quiet with the mountain and enjoy the birds, and then I'm going to come around and turn the video off silently. So we're going back to the mountain. The sun is rising. You're going to see it rising over the tree. Actually, now it's coming out through the tree. Yeah, there's the sun. I'm going to keep the sun out of the video. Here we go. So just take a moment with the mountain. Enjoy your own meditation. Enjoy the sounds of the birds. And I'll come turn the camera off in just a minute.